Hey guys, welcome back to the 5th episode of this tutorial series. Today we will be learning about the inspector controllers, and by which you can add custom controls into your right sidebar for your particular block. Now with the inspector controls, you can add some custom settings for your title, or for the content, or even for the whole wrapper of your block. So let's go back into our code editor and get started. Alright, so first we need to add the inspector controllers from block editor. So let's do that. Inspector controllers like this, and what we will do actually, we will create a color palette for the wrapper of the block. Like we want to have a background for this call to action. So for that we also need another thing, and that is color palette like this. Okay, and the another thing we need is as you can see in the advanced tab. So for this is called actually the panel, so we also need to add that one as well. So for that we need to add the panel body, but not from the block editor. We need to add it from the WordPress components. So let's do that. Import from WordPress components like this. So now we can say panel body. Okay, all right. Next, create an attribute for that, and we can say wrapper bg color, and its type will be string. Like this, and let's set a default value for that, not like this, default, and we can set like f1, f2, f2. It will be nice grayish color. Alright, so we are done with the upper portion. Let's go back into our edit. Now for using the inspector, we actually need to use another fragment like this. Okay, but the problem is React will not support this, so we need to pass inside an array like this. Okay, so now we will be okay. Now we need to use these inspect controllers here, and let's close the div down. Inside that we need to use the panel body. Okay, so, and it is also not a self closing, so we need to close it down. But the panel body will take a title. We can say here general settings like this, and inside the panel body let's create a label here, not string but strong, like this. We can say background color. Okay, and then we can use our color palette here. So color palette is a self-closing tag. It will take a value, and we also already created a value into the attribute section, and it was the wrapper bg color. Alright, so we also need to set the on change. So when we update, we can use that one, set wrapper bg color like this. But we need to add this one into our constant, because otherwise it will throw us an error. And also we need to create this set wrapper bg color method for setting the values for the wrapper background. So we can say set wrapper bg color like this, like function it will take a value. We can call the set attributes here, and we can say the wrapper PG color will be the value like this. We are pretty good here, so let's go back and check that out. But before that, not forget to run the npm run start, because otherwise the script will not be built up in a single script. Okay, so do not forget that. Now let's go back and hit a refresh. Let's see. Okay, so let's check for any console errors. Okay, no errors, that's good. If we click on that, as you can see, the general settings tab is already opened and we have a background color now. Okay, but if I select it, nothing will happen because we do not assign these values yet. Okay, so let's do that. Now for doing that, what we can do here, we can take a inline style, and here what we can say background color. It should be camel case, remember, and not equal to but colon background color, and the background color will be the color that we set it up into the wrapper PG color like this. Okay, so that should be it actually. So let's check that out. If we just hit refresh or reload. Okay, so now if we click any of it, let's click on that, as you can see the color, background color has already been changed, so we can toggle through any of that. Even we can add the custom color, like if we just see, we can use that as well. But now if we click on update and hit a refresh, you might see the changes here, the background, but if we go to the page, you will see the changes is not there. Why is that? Because we need to also add these changes into the save method as well. So for the save method, we can just simply copy that like this, and we can paste it here. Okay, so now if we go back and let's hit a refresh again, okay, nothing is loading. Let's inspect. Okay, we also need to add this into our save method constant. Okay, so let's hit refresh again. Okay, error is gone. Okay, so there is some error because we actually need we need to close this one or delete this one, because we changed the DOM is different for in the edit and the save method, so we need to recreate this block again. Okay, now let's just say the title and content here, and let's change the background like this, and if we click on update, and this should reflect into the front end now. Yes, as you can see, the changes is there. So we can add a button here for like this, and let's align it as before. So it is not the prettiest, but what my goal is to show you how it should work. Okay, all right. So here, as you can see, another problem. The problem is this style is actually adding into its wrapper, but it is not taking the button, because the button has the float attribute, but if you can see the call to action, this element doesn't have the float attribute. So if I click on the button element, as you can see, this is floating left, but for the call to action it is not floating left. So we can if we add like float left, and that will fix the issue, but as you can see, it takes it into the very left of your screen or very left of your theme. So for that, what we need, actually we need to fix this issue by using this style.css. If you cannot remember, we add this to CSS for some purpose. The editor.css, this will work only for the inside section of the Gutenberg. See, for here. So if you want to change something inside your Gutenberg block, Gutenberg editor for your particular block, you need to write your CSS into the editor.css. But as you can see, the behavior is getting different when we are coming into the front end. So for that, we have this style.css, by which you can manage the style or differentiate the style if you want for your block as well. So for now we are skipping this, because we are not planning to do that fix in this tutorial. For now, what we will do, we will go back into our editor, and we will also create some quick controls for the title and the content class section as well. So let's keep this one. This looks nice. Okay, and let's go back, and also let's quickly create some of the attributes. Let's say title color, and this type will be string, and let's say default, let's keep it 111. Okay, and also for the content, let's just copy this one and change the name accordingly. We can say content color, and for content color we can keep like 333 for now. Then let's go back into the edit method. Okay, and here what we can do, we can copy this part, and we are separating the panel block. We can say here the color settings. Okay, so first one is, let's say, the title color, and we can say here title color like this. We can change this method like set title color like this. Okay, let's copy this one for the content color as well. We can say content color here, and also content color. Let's just change the title to content. Alright, and we need to keep this into our constant as well, like so. Content color. Also what we need to create these two methods. So let's quickly create those. Let's say set title color like this. Functions, you can just copy and paste it. Value, set attributes, we can say title color, and we can set the value like this. Okay, we can just copy it and set for the content color. Just change it here, and title color to content color, and I think we're good to go. Alright, so the next thing, we need to add this value into our rich text editor. For that, we can add something like style again. Okay, so here we can say like color is equal to title color, like so, and we can also set it here like this. We can say style again, color is content color, like this. Okay, and also for the save method we also need to do something. So here what we can do, for the title we can say style like this. As before, we can say color equal to title color. Alright, and for the rich text we also need to say like style equal to same as before, color, this time the content color, like this. And don't forget to add these two into our constant again, content color. Alright, so I think we are good to go. Let's check that out. Okay, so I think it's better to remove this one because this will create another error issue because we changed the DOM. So let's hit refresh and add it again. Alright, so call to action, and as you can see these are already appearing. So we can say title here, we can say content goes here, and just add button. Alright, so now if we just click on title, and as you can see our color settings panel is open. So now if we can click on that or even that one, as you can see the color is immediately changed. And for the content we can also change the color, and also the color is changing, and obviously the wrapper is already working, so maybe this color will work. Yes. Alright, so our color is working nicely. Now if we click on update, and let's just check it here. Yes, as you can see the color is reflecting as well. Now the next thing is actually I want to show, it's a bonus thing, that if you can see the advanced tab is closed by default, but when we click on our block, the two blocks, two settings panel are already open. So it's kind of, you know, throwing everything at once. But we can, if we can keep it like this, that will be pretty neat and clean. So we can also do that very easily. If we go back and find our panel body, we need to add another attribute, and it is initial open, like this. We will keep it false. Okay, also let's do the same here. We can keep it false like this. So now if we go and hit a refresh, okay, now if we click on our block, as you can see those blocks are closed by default. When you click it will obviously open. Okay, so that is it for this tutorial. In the next tutorial what I will show you, I will show you how we can add background image into your block, and also we will add some more controls like for adding the padding or the border radius into our blocks as well. So until the next video, keep watching. Thanks.